Yo, what is good, guys? Hope you guys are all doing well. Today, we're approaching YouTube with quite a bit of different of a style. I'm going into some blueprints, some behind the scenes, and telling you guys exactly how I run my business and how you guys can run your business yourself. So, as of most of you guys know, I've generated over six figures at the age of 17 by only running a detailing business, and I'm planning on doing much, much more going into the future. In the description soon. Might not be as soon as this video is launched, as I'm still making it and everything. There will be a Discord where you guys can join a free community if you are looking to have some mentorships done, some questions asked, and much, much more on growing your business past struggling and only working on the weekends, only finding clients on the weekends. Drop, drop down a comment, say Discord. But either way, I'm gonna run you guys through this whole blueprint I quickly made for you guys on how I quickly got a inquiry on my website for a quick, let's say $300 service. It could even be less depending on what he really wanted to get done. But I'm just gonna tell you how quickly I turned it into a $3,000 service. So just a proof of payment. Let me make myself smaller. So um, this is at the end of the total 48,100 rand plus 5,000 deposit. So so exactly, it's about $3,100. Which was a very successful job, went amazing, and so on. So starting off, I got this inquiry over my website at the start of I believe it was last month, the start of the month, or maybe the end of the month prior. It was about a 2025 Tiguan R line. I'd like to inquire about a paint correction and ceramic coating. I mean, we're looking at about $500 in total, maximum, depending on everything included. First thing I did was I reached out to a client. I said, "Good morning, Gareth." Um, it was a Sunday. I didn't really want to call. Sometimes I call because let me tell you guys one thing: a client can ignore you over messages, but they can't just drop the phone on your head. So giving them a call is an amazing way in really uh, approaching the situation differently and actually making the sale without any errors. So I said, "Good morning, Gareth. I received your inquiry on my website regarding a Tigon Online need of a paint correction and ceramic coating. Let me know if you have a minute about to chat about the vehicle." He said, "Yeah, I have a quick minute. It was a Sunday. Um, this is the vehicle, and let me just tell you guys one thing. As soon as you guys get a inquiry of your website, you must know it's serious. I never get fake stuff with my website. I mean, I get hundreds of DMs on TikTok every single day, but as soon as someone actually goes online, types in your name, and finds you, just know they take it very very seriously, and it's worth it. So I did message him. If you guys were wondering on how I found this client, it was actually through word of mouth. I actually don't know what client recommended me, but basically, it was he stopped at a gas station. He washed his car. He was telling me the story. He washed his car, and he asked this other guy at the same car wash. He's like, "How do you get your car so shiny?" And the guy's like, "I recommend On Food Detailing," which is obviously me, and that is where he Googled me. He saw my Instagram and stuff, and he moved forward with the service. So, um, we hopped on a quick call. It was about 10 minutes or so. That's on average. You don't want to keep it too long. You don't want to keep it too short. We hopped on a quick call. First thing I told him is, "Hey man, it's a it's a brand new car. We're looking to protect this as best as we can, to save your asset, um, and possibly sell this car for more into the future. This is also gonna help with costs in repair. It's not gonna cause scratches. It's not gonna cause swirls, and it's really gonna keep your car pristine condition." He said, "Let's do it. Easy as that. Um, all it takes is taking that one shot, man. All it takes is putting it in the bucket and actually taking the shot." I took the shot. He said yes. Don't ever be shy on just asking them, I recommend this. Do you think you would like to go through with it? He said yes. So um, I sent him a quote. This was about 3 days later. I got a quote back on the PPF, which was we were looking at about uh, PPF 35,000. That is just for the PPF, and he decided to go with every single additional thing he could, except for a two-step paint correction. So we only did a one-step paint correction, meaning not all the swells and scratches is gonna be removed. But he was very happy with it either way, as the PPF was actually covering this most of the swells and scratches either way. So I sent him this. You guys can read this. 35,000 rand. That's about $2,000. And I sent him my banking details for 5,000 rand deposit. That's about $300. This is the invoice. He immediately paid the deposit. He was happy. He said, "Let's get it booked in as soon as possible." So that was about on the Thursday by now, and on Saturday I said I have availability to get started. The car's going to take about a week. So we started on Saturday. I got back from a call meet, so we only finished at about 6 p.m. that night with the paint correction and into me and my worker. Um, and then the PPF got started on Monday by my trusted installer. Went through Tuesday. I went through to go check up Wednesday, and then we finished on Friday. So this is just a quick before and after. You can't really see. This is taken from a video, just a screenshot. But please, guys, always remember, keep your clients up to date. They want to know what's happening to my car, where is my car, and this was being done at my supplier bay in Santon. So he said, "Hi, Connor. I hope the week is going well. Any updates on the car? We're still on track for Friday." I recommended Friday as was a good day for me, and I believe the car would be finished by then. Um, Installation was going great at that time. Car is still expected to be finished. Keep them up to date. They always want to know. I sent a 2 minute long video on Wednesday. This is a screenshot from the video of all the corners tucked, all the panels that's being protected, and then just some questions. The little logo on the side panel piece right here between the windows was bubbling a bit. So I asked him, would you rather cut it out and not have it protected, or two, would you rather have it protected but have it bubble a bit? He said whatever I think is fine. We kept it. We shrunk it down a bit, and it didn't look that bad after all. Um, this was on Wednesday. Then we got to the Friday where I added a ceramic coating. I mean, ceramic coating on its own can go up to about 4,000 rand for about an hour's installation. This is just how I want to tell you guys on. Don't ever work harder in your business. Work smarter. Um, you have to automate your business. You can't be doing all the work all the time. And these interior screens were fully protected with PPF. You can't even tell. Um, as you can tell, it's cut off right there. Outside was fully protected. I mean, the gloss on this car was amazing. Like, I made a whole video on my TikTok and Instagram. If you guys want to see that below, I'll probably upload it somewhere on my YouTube. Maybe I'll put it right now. But either way, this is the full invoice. I'm just gonna let you guys read this. That is my personal address, so don't worry, I'm not leaking any of the client's information except his name. I hope that's okay. This is the full invoice on how much I charge for every single piece of service in this, and how much it costed. Take notes, convert it to dollars, whatever you'd like. Ask me down below how much any of this costed. And yeah, so I just want to tell you guys a valuable story is always keep your clients up to date. Sorry, but always keep your clients up to date. Always keep them happy, and you will have a client for life. You will have many more clients coming from this client, and this is the type of stuff I want to teach you guys in my Discord, in my courses, in my mentorships. And there's so much more tiny details that I can't even explain within the next 2 or 3 hours, but it is so valuable. But like I just show you guys, this is all that amount was paid plus the 5,000 deposit that was added on the start. From now, it can go two ways. I always ask for a review. What I did right now, I asked for a review. I don't actually think he has left a review. I do have to remind him, but either way, was super super happy. And in the second way is also him, but he just had a small inquiry about the PPF on the windscreen, which was still setting a bit. It was taking some time to set. So he said, "Hi Connor, apologies for the delay on the review. I will post one shortly. I've one odd thing I'd like to query. The windscreen now seems to have some distortion, which I assume more from the coating. By distortion, I mean certain parts of the windscreen warp the road and cars make it a bit uncomfortable to drive. I mean, if you get a message like this, don't ever just ignore it. Look into it. It is so so worth to just help him out because that little help can bring so so much more jobs, so much more money into your business through your accounts and so on. So yeah, I just said let me just confirm about the windscreen. I just quick my research because it's not actually something I've heard of at all. I did my research. It seems to just be some warping in the PPF that's still setting. It just needed some heat in the sun and so on, and it did set. It was fine. We went on, but I just want to show you guys an example right here where we were not as lucky to go on. So this client here was a RS3. Just by the way, I'm gonna make a whole separate video just on this situation right here. So look out for that next. But I basically was working with my employee. I'm not gonna blame anyone or anything, but we were alternating on the car, and a little scratch came on the little bottom piece. Let me quickly see if I can pop that up for you guys. So this right there is the damage that was caused. But either way, I had to pay. It was about $1,200 in total, which worked out to a few $100s a week, which they were nice enough to have me pay off because I really didn't have the funds at the time. So valuable lesson I learned from this is get insurance, make sure it covers that type of stuff, and yeah, I'm basically sorted now for any future reference. But that is basically all I'm gonna say for this video. This was my exact process on how I got a client from a quick lead on my website, which again is gonna be another video why website leads are so important. And I turned this client straight into a $3,200 paying client. You don't see that often, but if you just shoot your shot, it's gonna happen. You're gonna make that big breakthrough, and this happens much much more than you might ever think. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, drop it down in the description. If you guys have any queries about the Discord, about the mentorship I'm dropping, and much more about my little progress I'm hitting here on YouTube, because I'm gonna start doing some, you know, digital diaries and stuff. That's what I call it. Besides that, we all have a great rest of the day, and peace out.